still wasn't healing. So I'm like, damn, like, where's the ball? And I ended up losing the ball. So I took it out. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sanitize this, the jewelry, and then like put it back in. And
Look, I'm the queen of the South shit. Tight with a cute face, that's what I'm about, bitch. Sexy, specialized in fellatio. All about my pesos, never was a fake hoe. Shot shower.
what's up? It's your girl Paris, and if you're new to the channel, make sure that you like and comment below what you think of this video. Also, go check out my other videos. I'll put the links in the description box below. And if you're returning, thank you for supporting your girl. I really appreciate it. I really do. I promise you. So today I'm just gonna be talking about my nipple piercings, and my experience, and like overall like some tips or whatever, and things to like kind of look out for when you get your nipple piercings. And yeah, so boom, I got my nipple piercings in like 2019. At the time, I was like in college, probably like my junior or my sophomore year of college, and I always like really wanted my nipple piercings. I don't want to say always, but 2 years prior or a year prior to 2019, I wanted my nipple piercings so bad. And I was like, okay, boom, like let me find a piercing place, but like let me do a little bit of research. So it was this very popular piercer in the Bay Area that I ended up going to. And when I say this girl was popular, like popular as hell, like her lines was like literally at the store, like waiting period was like so fucking long. But I was like, okay, it's worth it. I seen some of her work, and I trust her. Okay, so boom. How do I put my trust in the stranger? I don't know. You know, put a nipple. I mean, I said a nipple. A needle through my nipple. Like, I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. But, anyways, so I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna go and get these nipples pierced or whatever. And I ended up going with this other girl that I used to work with. So me and her went because she wanted a piercing as well. She wanted to go get like a dermal and like something else. So basically we went, we signed up for the waiting list, we paid for our piercings, and we're basically like waiting to get pierced. So it came to our time or whatever, and I basically like went in, um, and told her like, okay, like I'm really scared, but like it's quick, like asking her, you know, a few different questions. She kind of like sanitized me and cleaned me up and started the process. So she did the right side first, and then she did the left side afterwards. The process was really, really simple, and it was like way quicker than I thought and a lot less painful than I thought as well. But it was still painful, don't get me wrong. Like my nipples afterwards were like sore for like 3 days. I was scared to even touch it really, but I still had to like clean it and stuff. But yeah, anyways, so she basically, you know, prepped it up. If you ever got a piercing, you know how that goes. Like they basically like look at the area that they're going to be piercing. They clean it, sanitize it, mark it where the needle is going to go through, and clip it, and then, you know, put the needle through. So basically that was a process. And she even gave me a stretcher, she even gave me like one of those squeeze balls, like the stressor balls or whatever that you can like squeeze. So I was like kind of squeezing on that, nervous, like asking her like a variety of different questions, like, okay, how fast is it gonna be? Does it hurt? Does it not? So boom, anyways, so she does that. It was quick, and some of that I did notice, like the right side, it went very well, but with the left side, I don't know if it's because I was nervous, and I don't remember if I was moving around, but I tried to stay as still as possible because I'm like, okay, this needle's going through my nipple, like let me stay still, but I was like low-key freaking out. So basically, when she did the left nipple, I heard a snap or something. Like I heard something snap, which I didn't hear in the first one, which was like kind of weird. But I'm like, okay, whatever. Like whatever. It didn't like nothing like really cross my mind. And we're gonna get into that eventually because I basically want to give you guys like tips and tricks on like how to take care of your piercing, things to like kind of look out for, and like if you should take out your piercing or if you should go and get a piercing or whatever the case is. So this is like basically what this video is gonna be about. So after I got my things pierced, everything was fine. I had a little bit of bleeding, just like you're gonna have a little bit of bleeding if you get like a nose piercing or any other piercings. I think the only thing that doesn't bleed is probably like perhaps your ear piercings. I don't think my ear piercings have bled. I don't remember. I did get my ears pierced at like an infant. I don't know, but from what I've seen on others who got ear piercings, I don't know. Anyway, so that's besides the point. So basically, it was sore for 3 days, and I got the aftercare that I was supposed to get, and I would do like my soaks, and basically, when you do your soaks or whatever, you have your solution, or if you're not getting a solution, you're getting sea salt instead. You're putting that solution in basically. Soaking, I would get like small Dixie cups that you probably seen at like the doctor's office or something like that. I had either got them from like Safeway or off of Amazon, and I would like stir up the solution in warm water and stuff like that, and just like soak each nipple. And I basically did like that. I probably did it for like 5 minutes each, so 10 minutes in total, and yeah, so for the most part, like everything was fine. I didn't really have any complications. I did notice as far as like sensation wise, it was kind of like, I don't know why. I wouldn't say, I don't know if I can really speak on that, because that sensation wise, I think I did end up losing a little sensation within my nipples. And when I say sensation, as far as like feel goods, it was just like mostly like painful. Like to rub on them or do anything. But yeah, so basically, they were just like really sore. I didn't like really want to touch them for a while, and eventually like the soreness went away. It only came when it was time to like, clean my, basically like clean my piercing, where you're wiping off the, residue and stuff like that you're gonna get when you have a piercing. So yeah, that's like the only time. It's like when I have to move the bar back and forth and like basically like make sure I was cleaning it well. I would feel like slight pain, but eventually that went away as well, except only with the right, but never with the left. So like I said, I did lose sensation, and something that was like also very aggravating was that when you snag it on things, like let's say if you're wearing like a lace bra, or even if it like randomly, like if you're not wearing a bra and like your piercing snags on something, like it's the worst kind of pain ever. Like I can't even explain it, but like it's so painful. So just like be mindful of that. But like even getting like stuck in, like if you're wearing a lace bra or a bralette, if it gets stuck and it snags on that, like it's so painful. But after like a year and a half, like it was like still healing. I feel like the right healed faster than the left, which we're gonna get into eventually, like why that happened. But as far like I will always keep a close eye on it, make sure that it's not rejecting. You would know if your piercing is rejecting, because if it's projecting outward, let's say more towards the front, it's perhaps trying to reject, or if you're getting a little bit more pus than usual, it's probably trying to reject, or if it just like looks deformed or weird, like just take it out. It's probably like rejecting, and you don't want to have like permanent scars. So yeah, I would just like keep a good eye on it. It wasn't rejecting, it was doing well. And it got to the point where it's like a year and a half that I had my piercings. I was like, okay, I want to change my piercings. But I had a hard time with the left one. The right one, again, easy, was able to change it. The left one, it was just like so painful, like sliding the bar out of like my nipple was like the worst kind of pain. Like, why does this hurt? It feels like a wound, because it just like wasn't fully healed, even though the right side was healed, which I was so confused about. So yeah, so eventually, like almost hitting my 2 year mark, I had ended up going to this other piercer, like this OG piercer or whatever, because I wanted my bar to be changed, but I couldn't get the bar unloosened. I'm not the bar, the like little ball that screws onto the bar. I couldn't get that unloosened, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the piercer because it really hurts when I like try to unscrew it and have them change it for me. So basically that's what I did, and that's what I did. And I went to this OG piercer, and he was just like, he did the right side, and then when he got to the left, he was just like, whoever pierced your boobs, they pierced it wrong. So basically, I don't know if he said they pierced it too far up or too far back. But I'll try to put like pictures or whatever, and also put links below of like someone explaining it more into detail, because I don't know the correct terminology behind every single thing as far as a piercer's perspective. But yeah, basically he said they pierced it too far up or too far back for my left one, and that's probably why it had a hard time healing. But he went and changed it anyway, so he's like, all right, you already have it pierced. And to be honest, like one day I was like taking a shower, and I like literally got out the shower, and I noticed the ball was like out, but the bar was still there. So like I said, stay, because I'm not nowhere, like I need to go buy like new jewelry, because I think I like tossed out of all like the old ones. And the next day I got to some jewelry and was able to change that bar. It was closed. It was like literally closed. I didn't try to stick it through. It was too sore, and I just knew it was just like time to let it go. So right now I only have one, and to me, I don't mind it. I kind of like it. It's kind of cute. So I only have one at the moment, but that is something to like keep aware of, and like kind of do more research on like of where you need to be pierced at. So when you are in that situation, like you know what to do, and you know not to tell them to don't do that, or I feel like you're piercing it wrong, and stopping them, because I don't think that like piercing would have ever healed, because it wasn't pierced in the correct place. As far as right, perfectly fine. But yeah, I'll insert my clip and everything for you guys. Just make sure if you are getting a piercing, make sure you sanitizing and cleaning your piercings is very essential. Or it can cause an infection, it can cause it to reject, it can cause a numerous of other things, and overall you just want it to be clean. Like you have to think about it. It is an open wound when you do go get a pierce. So you just want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and you're taking care of that. And as far as sensation, like I gained my sensation back after my piercing had basically closed up, but when I had it in, it was like mostly painful. It did not feel good. It did not feel good. But yeah, just making sure you're keeping out for that signs. And if it's like you had your piercings for like over a year now, and you're still getting like aches, and it's like hurts when you change it, it's probably something wrong, and you should definitely go get it checked out. But yeah, I hope that this video was informative, and to be honest, it wasn't really meant to be informative. It was just more so like my experience, and like I said, I inserted my clip at the beginning so you guys can kind of see my experience a little bit. But if you're planning on getting your nipples pierced, good luck. And if you already have your piercings, just making sure that you're keeping up on your progress. And yeah, thank you for watching my video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of this video.
Look, I'm the queen of the South shit. Tight with a cute face, that's what I'm about.